All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, let's finally unlock that rusting lock on your mind. You know, the one that's kept you stuck in the exact same cycle for years? If you've been burying your biggest dreams under a heavy, comfortable blanket of excuses, well, today is the day we strip all of that away. We're going to dive deep into the actual mechanics of success and consistency, drawing on some incredibly powerful concepts inspired by Napoleon Hill and the fundamental laws of human behavior.
So, here's the big question. Why do I start, but then stop? Right? I mean, it's the question that haunts that dusty guitar sitting in your closet, or that expensive gym membership you used exactly twice back in January. You look in the mirror, and instead of seeing a winner, you kind of just see someone who constantly says, I'll just start tomorrow. Look, you're definitely not alone in this struggle. But to actually fix it, we have to face some hard, undeniable facts about human nature.
Section 1, the 97% trap.
To really get why we quit, we need a reality check on how the vast majority of the world operates. Literally 97% of people are caught in this endless, exhausting loop. Their mornings start with all this hope, their afternoons are completely spent making excuses, and their nights, they end in deep regret. Their dreams are literally buried under the phrase, "I'll start tomorrow." But then there is that tiny sliver, the 3%, the elite, the disciplined. They stand completely calm amidst the storms of life and flat out refuse to just blend into the average crowd.
See, the issue isn't that you're lacking talent. Not at all. The real problem is that you're addicted to hollow motivation. You watch an inspiring video, you get this massive dopamine rush, and suddenly you feel like you can conquer the world. But let's be real. By day 3, that rush fades. Your body aches, and your mind is practically begging for an excuse to quit. That's exactly where the 97% tap out. True discipline, on the other hand, relies on system-based action. It's about showing up even when the path is long, when it's foggy, and when it's just plain boring.
And here is a really stark reality check for us. Breaking your own promises destroys your self-confidence brick by painful brick. Think about a student who drafts up this grand, perfect study timetable 2 months before an exam. For the first 2 days, they study 10 hours a day. They feel amazing. But by day 4, a tiny distraction hits. By day 5, they completely quit and fall right back into the average crowd. This lack of consistency isn't just a bad habit, guys. It is the slow murder of your soul. Every single broken promise makes you stop believing in yourself.
Section 2, the 3% mindset. So what actually separates that highly successful elite from the rest of the pack? Honestly, it's their capacity to embrace boredom. It's the ability to consistently perform tasks that the rest of the world finds intensely, painfully boring. Do you think Elon Musk or Bill Gates have more than 24 hours in their day? Do they have magic lamps? No way. In his work, Napoleon Hill taught that desire is just a seed, but persistence is the water required to actually make it grow. The 3% know that waiting around for inspiration is a total trap. When their mind says, hey, let's skip today, their inner voice roars back, absolutely not. This is the exact moment I leave the crowd behind.
Section 3, Napoleon Hill's 7 Rules. How do we systematically build this 3% mindset for ourselves? We turn to Hill's foundational rules. Rule number 1 is having a definite purpose. Saying, I want to be rich, is just a vague, hollow desire. It means nothing. But saying, I will earn this specific amount in 12 months from my business, now that is a definite purpose. Without a specific, measurable target, your energy is completely scattered. You need to grab a journal and define exactly what you want, no blurry lines.
From there, we jump to Rule 2, organized planning. Look, you can't build a palace on daydreams. You need a blueprint. If you want to be a writer, don't overwhelm yourself thinking about writing a 300-page book. Plan for just 200 words a day. Rule 3 is persistence. Character without persistence is like iron without carbon. It just snaps under pressure. Treat failure as a strict teacher, not a permanent defeat. And Rule 4 is your mastermind group. Don't try to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with minds that actively pull you up and elevate your everyday standards.
Now, Rule 5 warns us about the subconscious mind. Your mind is like incredibly fertile ground. If you don't actively plant seeds of success in it, weeds of doubt are going to grow automatically. It's just human nature. Rule 6 is quick decisions. Highly successful people decide fast and they change their minds very slowly. The unsuccessful crowd, they take weeks to make a simple choice, and then they change their minds in seconds. Finally, we have Rule 7, action. Overthinking is literally a paralysis that kills your momentum dead in its tracks. Taking immediate action is the only true way to instantly kill fear and procrastination.
Section 4, the Stonecutter's Secret. I want you to picture this. Imagine a simple stonecutter who vowed to build a magnificent, sprawling temple on the highest mountain. Naturally, the village laughed at him. He had absolutely no wealth, no team to help him.
But he made one simple rule for himself. Every single morning before the sun even came up, he would carry just one stone up that mountain. After a month, he had 30 stones. People called him a fool. After a year, he just had a pile of stones. People told him he was wasting his life. But 5 years later, the village woke up to the sun gleaming off the golden dome of a breathtaking, massive temple. When the stunned villagers ran up and asked him how on earth he performed such a miracle, he just held up his worn, calloused hands and delivered this incredible punchline. He said, "This is no magic, this is mathematics, just one stone a day." Great achievements, guys. They are never these sudden one-day explosions. They are the result of thousands of invisible, incredibly consistent strikes. And this rule of consistency, it's a universal law. Think about wealth. Getting just 1% better daily compounds to make you 37 times better in a single year. That's huge. In terms of health, a simple 10-minute daily walk compounds over the decades into a vibrant, youthful old age. And for your mind, reading a mere 10 lines a day means that over the course of a year, you've absorbed the knowledge of an entire book. It's not magic at all. It's just mathematics applied to every single area of human excellence.
Section 5. The 90-Day Transformation.
Okay, so how do we actually take all these theories and turn them into immediate action? We do it with a concrete 90-day roadmap designed to completely reprogram the software of your mind. Step 1 is days 1 through 30, habit formation. Your only job is to dedicate just 5 sacred minutes to your task. Seriously, even if there's a hurricane outside, you show up for those 5 minutes just to prove you can do it. Step 2 is days 31 to 60, the identity shift. This is where you stop just doing the task and start declaring it. I am someone who works out. I am a writer. You claim it. Finally, step 3 is days 61 to 90, momentum magic. You literally become an unstoppable train barreling down the tracks at 100 miles an hour. You don't even need to push yourself anymore because the system just carries you forward.
Section 6. Your final choice.
We're at a crossroads right now. Time is actively conspiring against you. And every single day you delay, a little piece of your potential gets chipped away. You really only have a choice between 2 pains. First, there's the pain of discipline. It weighs mere grams. It's just that slight annoying discomfort of waking up a bit early or doing the work when you're super bored. But then there's the pain of regret. And that weighs tons. Arriving at the end of your life with that heavy, bitter burden of, man, I wish I just kept trying, that is a rotting agony far worse than any temporary physical discomfort.
So the next time your mind whispers, hey, let's just start tomorrow, I want you to mentally slap that excuse right out of your head. History doesn't remember the people who merely thought about starting, it remembers the ones who actually finished. Are you ready to join the 3% Club? Because here is my final challenge to you. Will you lay your first stone today? Make a public commitment to yourself right now and take that very first step. It's time to start building your temple.